am so excited to tell you Grandscape presents Drummathon 2021 right here at Grandscape in the Colony, Texas. Right here, October the 3rd, Grandscape will present to you Drummathon 2021. Be here.
Hello, rock stars. Welcome to In the Pit. I'm your host, Rick. And this week, we have a special show. And this is one that I get excited about every single year. Our guest this week is Miss April from Breast Cancer Can Stick It. How are you, Miss April?
I'm awesome, Rick, man. It's so good to see you, and I really love your vest, man.
Thank you. You know what? It's that time of year when I put on the pink vest. You know what that means? It means the pink blazer's coming out. And when the pink blazer comes out, that means it's Drummathon time again.
Yeah, baby. Yes, dude. I love it.
Oh, my Lord. It has been an incredible, crazy ride. Wow. I mean, so as we all know, the last, 18, it seems like 18 years, but it's only been 18 months.
Yeah.
That we've all been on restriction because we were really bad kids or something like that.
Right. We call it the pandemic.
You know, honestly, I didn't suffer too bad. It really put some priorities back in place.
Yeah,
and
totally, man. Absolutely.
I've heard some people complain wickedly about it. And I'm like, I'm more sad for the family members that I've lost and friends that I've lost. But as far as my lifestyle, the adjustments I've had to make, I've been okay. And it makes you stop and go, wow, if I can adjust my life on these levels, what else can I adjust? What else can I change to make, you know what I mean? So instead of getting lemons and going, well, this is sour, this sucks. I've always been now I'm like, dude, where's the sugar? We're making a whole batch of lemonade.
Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. That's like how a lot of things were birthed last year, man. It was a really cool, oddly, a really cool experience to be able to adapt and come up with new ways to do things, you know?
It has. And that is the beauty of it, is you either adapt and survive or you stay and you sink. And I'm so flattered and impressed by all my friends at how everybody has adapted and changed, and they have prospered throughout this whole ordeal. If we could, I want to kind of slide back, because folks, today we are talking Breast Cancer Can Stick It and Drummathon. So last year we actually did a virtual, and it was a phenomenal experience to watch, which I remember the conversations when we were like, before we were talking about, oh, how are we going to do this? You know, are we just going to cancel? It's like, no, we're not going to cancel. You know, and what did I say to you? I said, I actually think numbers are going to be the same, if not better, because of the pandemic. And I think that last year we fell short, but by
Not
very
that
little.
much. Yeah, it was like
we were
$1,700 less than the
$1,700. We raised last year almost 54,000.
It was like 52,000.
52,000. The year before, I think we did 54.
Yeah.
What that tells me is there's still that ability to go out there, that there's still people that are looking to help, that are looking to help fight the fight. And where there's a will, there's a way. We didn't miss a beat. And that was incredible. Tell me a little, tell me, I kind of know, but tell the viewers a little bit about some of the challenges that you had to overcome. And I know, so it's not fair for me to say it. We had to overcome to get there.
Yeah, well, just in case people are watching, they don't know who the heck I am. I'm with Breast Cancer Can Stick It. It's a nonprofit. We raise funds to fight breast cancer for mammograms, research and trials, and financial assistance for breast cancer treatment. So that's what Drummathon raises funds for. So you're asking what the challenges were last year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, well, geez, you know, it's like we actually had to re-envision the entire event as an online experience. And I think we did a great job. There were very few things that we were unable to carry over. Like, we can't do online raffles, for example. But, like, we took all of our auctions and put those straight on eBay. And we did a week full of eBay auctions. And, in fact, what's cool, Rick, is that carried through to this year.
Nice.
So we actually are running our auctions right now for Drummathon, drummathon.org/auction. And you can bid on auctions now. And then when you're at the event on October the 3rd, you can actually walk up and scan the items and bid on eBay. So you're bidding against the people on eBay as well. So that's kind of a benefit that came out of it, because think of it, you're at the place, you scan it, you bid on it. Now you go over and you're watching the band, you get a notification that you've been outbid. You can bid on it again. You're over here and you just bid on it again. And you just keep watching, and then later you know you won. It's awesome. So that was a cool thing. We had to reimagine what having our guests would be like. Normally our guests are, we have them there for autographs, for photo sessions, and to do like a pay-to-play thing, right? And so what we did instead was we had each guest on for 30 minutes and just interviewed them and gave people watching the opportunity to ask questions and everything like that. And we were also able to have celebrities that we've wanted to have for a long time because they weren't going anywhere. So everybody was at home. And so we were able to have Kenny Arnoff, Ricky Rocket, Todd Zuckerman, just a bunch of amazing people, far more than that. And doing like that. And then they submitted their drum solos. So we played, previous recorded rolls of drum solos. You're going to ask them?
That was the part that I thought was so incredible, because you can go back and watch them again and again and again. It's not like it's just that one moment in time, which there's something phenomenal about watching these drum solos happen live, and the experience of being able to buy, your minute of drum solo or 2 minutes, whatever it is. But to go back and be able to watch the drum solos over and over for a drummer nerd, to go back and watch them and study some of it.
Totally, I know. And you can watch the replay. Like you can go on Facebook right now and go find Drummathon 2020 and watch the replay of the entire event. And then the drum solo, the fundraisers, they all fundraise in advance. And the idea is the top 25 drummer fundraisers get to play a drum solo at the event, right? So for the virtual version, those top fundraisers just submitted their drum solos in the form of a video, and we played them throughout the broadcast. So like all the pieces were still there, the auctions, the top fundraising drum solos, the celebrity guests, their drum solos, plus we had all the interviews and kind of a way for people to talk directly to them. And it was crazy amazing that we were able to raise over $52,000 online last year. It's so cool.
I actually was really disappointed because I lost a couple auctions that I bid on. But what I did win is my wife, I didn't know, unbeknownst to me, my wife had bid on a ring that looked like a snare. And yes, you can't
really see it really, but there it is.
Mine is off because I just cleaned it because it's filthy. And it hurt my fingers because I have such delicate little fingers. It hurt my fingers to wear. And I have a necklace that has these stainless steel drumsticks on it. And I had actually I actually had two necklaces. And so I took the snare, put it on the necklace with my sticks, and it's a signature now. I almost wear everywhere, but I cleaned it because we've got Drummathon coming up. I wanted to make sure it was nice and shiny instead of dingy, dirty when like I normally am. Otherwise, I'd have it on right now. But it's one of those things where I was so elated that I got a ring, and then I was disappointed that it hurt, and all of a sudden it turned into this awesome thing. I now have this necklace that I wear every day almost. That's why it's so dirty. And I did the online auction for those of you that are like, well, how's that going to work? There are some phenomenal things. And if you like auctions, or if you're a gambler, and not that I condone gambling, but I know some of you are junkies. I'm not here to provide therapy or counseling. You can take your phone and just sit there instead of playing your online poker or whatever it is you're doing. Now you can bid and your money goes to a good cause.
Exactly. Rick, there is one part of the virtual thing last year that I didn't mention that was also cool. I don't want to forget, because it kind of gives us this whole idea of thinking differently about how to fundraise, how to do music online and stuff like that. Yeah. We had it where the Breast Cancer Contingent Band, each member of the band recorded their parts of like 11 different songs. And then and then we had a celebrity record their drum part too. So we had me and the celebrity drumming and the Breast Cancer Contingent Band, just like we do at a regular event, but it was all pre-recorded and put together to look like we were all playing at the exact same time. So we had a whole set of music from the Breast Cancer Contingent Band where we played with celebrities, but it was all done virtually. Everybody was at their own home.
That was incredible. Hands down, home run, grand slam. That was incredible. And the inception of that to go, we can't do. No. And that's where the human spirit to persevere shines through. I was so wowed by that because it was incredible, because I knew that everybody had recorded individually, and to see it come together, and you're like, if if I didn't know better, I'd be like, oh, they're just rocking out at the same time,
yeah.
virtually. No.
Yeah, like we sent it off to over to Empire Studios, Alex Gross over there. He mixed down everything. I did all the video editing and all that stuff. And then after that, we had Back in Black do a full set that was pre-recorded at Lava Cantina.
Yep.
No audience or anything because we were in the thick of the pandemic still.
Yep.
And they were just there. All that recorded, played that. And it was just amazing. And we had all the aspects of a regular show. The only thing I can think of that we didn't have were raffles and pay and play, autographs and stuff that you have to be a person for. But like, we really did capture the spirit of Drummathon. So it was super cool.
It was funny because all day long I kept popping in and out because I had chores to do. I'm doing stuff. Yeah. And so I'm watching. And of course I'm getting yelled at like, hey, are you going to finish? Okay. I'm working on the kitchen. Hold on a second.
Like,
just give me a second. Wait, I'm not going to go there. No, but it was one of those things where I found myself glued, and then I'm looking at my battery going, okay, I got to plug this thing in because I'm going to go dead here. It was just fun. It was a fun event. And for those of you that have been to the live events, oh my Lord, this is incredible. And for those of you that are watching us in Europe, South America, Australia, New Zealand, and all over the US that maybe have not been here, this event is electric because we do have the celebrities here. We've been at Clyde Warren Park, and then to do it online and still have the celebrities come in and do it. Oh my Lord. I was wowed by it. And one of the things that I kind of was surprised though, and can we talk about this year, the location?
Yeah, dude, totally.
This year we have a new location instead of Clyde Warren Park, which is a beautiful park right over the freeway in downtown Dallas.
Yep.
Now we are going to be up in, it's actually not, it's the Colony, correct?
Yep, it's the Colony.
We're going to be at Grandscape. And for those of you that have not been to Grandscape but are going out there to see it for the first time, hold your britches. You're going to love it. It is a beautiful venue. And it truly is an outdoor picnic extravaganza with an awesome, and I mean awesome stage. This will be an incredible setting for Drummathon 2021. I am really excited.
Dude, yeah. So many things to benefit from this.
How did that come down? Because you just expect, okay, we're going to go back to the same location. What an upgrade.
I try to think through all the things that led to it. It's always a really weird when special things happen.
Yes.
You kind of trace it. There were a couple of different things that kind of led to it. I know that there was a breast cancer survivor that I did a walk with many years ago, probably 2013, 2014, and she works at Shields.
Okay.
And I think that was the catalyst of everything. I'm not exactly sure. We have a partner program team, so they kind of handled everything when this happened. Last year, I think it was last year. And we got connected with a t-shirt company called Blvd. And they have a shop there at Grandscape. And what they wanted to do was partner with Shields and create some breast cancer awareness t-shirts. Not breast cancer concealment shirts, but breast cancer awareness shirts.
Yes.
Sell them at Shields and then donate that money back to Breast Cancer Against Ticket as a way to raise funds. And so, of course, we love that idea. We're all about it. So they did that. So that meant that we were associating with people from Shields and Blvd, which are both down in Grandscape. And I believe it was one of those folks that wanted to introduce us to the Grandscape management there and talk about possibly having it there. And man, it's just a perfect fit. Now, for those of you who don't know, like some of the things that we gained from having the event at Grandscape, that they're huge. One is we used to put up this like 10 by 22 foot banner, it's giant, up on the stage at Clydewood Park. And it was dangerous. It wasn't easy. It was a big part of the thing. It cost a lot of money, all that stuff like that. By the way, we have sponsors that pay for all of it, but still, we had to get sponsors to pay for it. And, that could have been used for something else. So anyway, we would have to do that. Well, at Grandscape, they have a giant LED, like a 3-panel LED. They got two one in the middle. So they have all this LED. We also had to bring all of our own PA equipment. So we had to get, with a great group, Dirk Stein is amazing, David Clay, Matt Buttrick, we'd get with all them, and they would donate their time, services, equipment, and they would come out there, early, the day after a slew of gigs, and have to put the PA together. Well, Grandscape has full PA, has a sound tech, all that stuff is there. Grandscape is surrounded by restaurants and shops.
Yes.
I mean, they're all right there, just right there. So that's a huge bonus. I mean, there's like so many things I can't even count. There's just a million great things about having it at Grandscape that make it a perfect thing. Oh, and they're like really they have cutting edge technology happening. They have LED screens all over the property. They have charging stations all over the property. They have restrooms readily available. I mean,
Yep.
it's just a beautiful, beautiful venue.
And I just want everybody to know that when we did it at Clyde Warren Park, what a phenomenal venue. This is not to take anything away from Clyde. What a phenomenal venue. But to be blessed and be able to go into a new location and set up shop and do this, it's a very giddy, exciting, experience, because we are, this is an event that brings a lot of people in, and it is an all-day fundraiser, and people get excited because, well, let's be honest, it's Drummathon, and with Drummathon means we have a lot of celebrities, don't we?
Yeah, man, this year is going to be off the hook, man. And you know what? Rather than me tell you who the celebrities are, why don't we watch this cut right here, man? Roll that beautiful footage right now. Let's see that.
Oh my God, that is incredible, April. I love it. There are so many celebrities that we're going to have. There's a couple returning favorites that I'm excited about that have become friends.
Dude,
and there's a couple new ones.
Yeah. So Rich Redmond from Jason Levine and Mark Schulman from Pink. This
Love
is
it.
their third time each to come out to Drummathon. So that's really cool to be able to say that. And they are just uber supportive. We love them to death. And then we have these new folks that you just saw. I mean, having Greg Bissonette, a drummer's drummer, I mean, that's going to be incredible. I had a welcome from Prince.
I'm excited.
Phil Brown is a great dude. He's awesome. I mean, it's just going to be amazing fun.
I do have one question though, because I do remember 2 years ago we had a drum that had a hole cut in it that we walked around and they were doing some fundraising. Will the money drum be there?
There will be 2 money drums there. And they have a nicer little slip that they just completed that last week, so you won't like risk cutting your head. Like it had all the scaff tape, like we did it like on the fire. We're like, here, cut it open, let's put it in there. But now we have a nice little slip that you can drop your money in. We'll have people walking around with 2 clear drums that you can donate.
That is awesome. Although I'm disappointed because now all my Barney dinosaur Band-Aids I'm going to have to return because I won't have any need for them. But is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I am excited. You know what? This is going to be a fun event. And again, for those of you that have always talked about, oh, I want to go see it. And maybe you got a sample of it last year on the video. Please come out. This will be an all-day event. And you can't go wrong. It is such an experience. And it's not just that we get to see them play drums. We actually have them. They sit down. They do some autographs. I think 2 or 3 times during the day. So correct?
2 times they'll do autographs. 2 times they'll do photos. And then each level will have a 30-minute slot on the stage where they'll do a drum solo or play some track. And then you can also get up and jam with them. Pay to get up and jam with a celebrity on one of those kids.
And I will tell you, if you've never gotten behind a drum set, if you're a drummer, you've never gotten behind a drum set side by side with a rock star drummer, it is a feeling to behold.
Yes. It is. You're right, man. It really is.
The first time you do it, there's a little bit of trepidation, intimidation, and excitement. And once you've done it once, then you're like, oh, I got this. In fact, you know what? Why don't you just maybe just give me a kick? I got the rest of this.
Well, I have to tell you, man, there's a couple of non-public details of some surprises that will be happening that day too.
Don't say. Whoa.
There's going to be stuff later in the day and some stuff early in the day that'll be a surprise. And some of it will come out on social media. Some of it will just be if you're there in person.
Nice.
So be sure and come out because you're going to catch the surprises for sure.
Can we talk a little bit about some of the items that are up for auction? Because in all honesty, the auction is how we do raise a good chunk of money as well for breast cancer awareness and for Drummathon. Can we talk a little bit about some of the items maybe and kind of whet their appetite, so to speak?
Oh, yeah, man. Well, the coolest thing is the Warrior drum, right? So in advance of Drummathon, we ended it out at the end of August, but through the months from like May through August, you could donate to have your cancer warrior's name put on this warrior drum. And so
Yes.
the drum is provided by Tidal Drumworks, amazing, beautiful, beautiful drum. And then it's wrapped by 6 skins custom drum wraps.
Nice.
And so it's a nice pink, really cool wrap, and it has 51 warrior names on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful drum. It's already, in fact, earlier today I was watching the bids come in because the bids are open right now. Drummathon.org/auction. You can bid right now. And I saw it was like 250, 260, 270. It was just flipping on my phone. I was like, oh my gosh. So it's a very, very hot item. You're gonna want to check that out.
April, does it count if it's you accidentally hitting the button? I mean, does that count?
If it's accidentally, we're still gonna take your money, dude.
No, hey, I meant you, April. You're like, oh wait, that's me. Stop.
Oh, wait, that's me. Yeah, maybe I was like doing that. You're right. I should check. It could have been me. Oh my god. But
April ends up buying all of it. I'm just,
user error. But yeah, we got that as our biggest one. Also, Todd Zuckerman from Styx has donated a autographed guitar by Olive Styx. It's a beautiful turquoise Fender guitar. It's gorgeous. We also have like a lot of anime stuff this year. So we know a few voice actors. So we have a lot of autographed anime stuff, which is fun. We have lots of drum stuff. We've got stuff from Kelly Shue. We've got stuff from Orm Audio. We've got a drum kit from Roland, electronic drum kit from Roland.
Wow.
We've got some amazing hardware cases from SKB. I mean, dude, we have it all. We have some of those sunglasses that are made from drums, so they're wood.
Those are incredible. Oh my Lord.
This is the year. They're going to be gone after this year. We've had these for a few years. So the top 2 fundraisers actually got a pair. And then this last pair that we have on auction, that's the last one. After that, they are all gone. So it's a black and pink checkered sunglasses that are actually made from drums, so they're wood.
Is there just a buy it now button?
No, man, just go up there and put like the sickest, most craziest bid you can, and you'll be fine.
What's funny is that we did that last year, and I'm like, oh no, I threw in some bids. I'm like, man, no, I got these, and I got a ring, which I love, but there were some things that I had my heart set on, and I didn't get them, and I'm like, I'm coming prepared this year.
Yeah. Well, dude, and then we have autograph stuff too, like from Carmine of Peace, Eric Singer of Kiss, Lori Peters of Skillet, Sandy Gennaro, Joan Jett, Cindy Lauper. So we have lots of autograph stuff. So like, there's just a plethora of stuff out there. We have 65 items on our eBay store.
Nice. I'm going to be on there. In fact, we should just end the video. I'm just going to go start bidding right now.
I know I'm shopping. There are things that I want. I'm bidding, dude. I don't care.
Oh man, and again, what's funny is you said it. You said a name that kind of it just kind of it resonated. I want to hear first give me 2 of your favorite moments over the last few years, just images of Drummathon.
Well, one from 2019, I believe it was Sandy Gennaro, who's played with Pat Travers, Cindy Lauper, Joan Jett, the Monkeys, just a bunch of people walking around with that.
You stole my
dude.
I
mean, it was just seriously, I probably cried because that guy got out there and worked his butt off to raise funds for us.
No, not just did he work his butt off on stage. And this is my all-time, out of all the Drummathons, this is my number one moment. Sandy Gennaro gets the drum and he goes around and he goes person to person to person, walked through the entire crowd, the entire area, and came back with a drum full of cash. I'm on stage watching this because I was emceeing the event, and that is my number one right there. Number one. I just was, my jaw must have bounced 5 or 6 times on the stage. He will always be a class act to me. I was so flattered to be there today to witness that. That was my number one.
Well, and another one that was probably one of my favorites is actually the first ever Drummathon, which was held in North Dallas. It was at a totally different venue in the Allen area. And it was our first one. We had Matt Starr from Ace Frehley, and we had Carmine and Peace and Benny Appleseed. And so the brothers, right?
Yeah.
And so they did their little thing where they play like it's a drum wars. So they are both up there, Benny and Carmine, and they're playing against each other and they're telling silly stories. And it was definitely a very, very memorable moment. I loved that time.
My number 2 is watching Rich Redmond, the drummer for Jason Aldean, get up there with one of his proteges, Miss Sarah. And Sarah is one of his students, and she comes and supports Drummathon every year. She's there. They got up there. She paid money to do a drum off, and they actually went into overtime. I think people were paying for extended versions of this.
Yeah.
And that was another and I mean, I've had some watching Mark Schulman, watching Tiny. I am watching Sandy. I've watched some incredible Johnny Kelly. I've watched some incredible drummers, but that moment of student and teacher go at it. And Rich, if you're watching, she might have schooled you a little bit.
She is amazing, man. She is a really great drummer, dude. She puts out some wonderful content too.
And I can say that because Rich and I have talked about it, and he is so proud of his student. And she did. They went to town, and it's oh man, that was one of those moments where I just was like, wow.
Yeah. You know, and I know we could go on and on forever, but I would be remiss if I didn't say this one. Is, you know, when Lori Peters was there, she's also a breast cancer survivor.
Yes.
And she's from Skillet.
Yes.
Whenever she and I got to play together, that was really important to me. That's two breast cancer survivor drummer chicks. It's a rarity for sure. It was just a really, really memorable moment for me.
You know, we do raise a lot of money, which, you know, for those of you that don't know, Drummathon, Breast Cancer Can Stick It, Drummathon is the culmination of every year of all the hard work, but Breast Cancer Can Stick It is a 501c3. And you're going to hear us talk about that a lot over the next, if you're there on Sunday, you're going to hear it all day long.
Yeah.
We are a nonprofit. And let's talk a little bit, Miss April, about what exactly we do. For those that are going, okay, I've never heard of this, and they're a first-time watcher. Let's talk a little bit about Breast Cancer Can Stick It being a 501c3. What does that mean?
Yeah. So it's a 501c3 nonprofit. That means any donation that you make is tax deductible. And all those funds, again, they go towards mammograms, towards research and trials, and for financial assistance for breast cancer treatment. You know, our biggest charge is research and trials. That's what we give the most to. But we did open up the other two programs over the last couple of years. But for those of you watching, I'm a breast cancer survivor.
Yes, you
I
are.
had what was called triple negative breast cancer. I was diagnosed in 2010. I had a double mastectomy, 4 months of chemo, and I'm almost 11 years cancer free right now, which is awesome. But I was just drawn, you know, to do something to make a difference out there, you know, to really make a difference and help other ladies. And, you know, the reach of Breast Cancer Can Stick It isn't just the funds that we raise. We have a community page on Facebook. It's Survivors Rock, a Breast Cancer Can Stick It community, where survivors all come together and we're able to lift each other up, support one another, and share our experiences. So I find that to be very important as well. And anytime I meet somebody who says they have somebody going through breast cancer, I'm like, tell them to reach out to me on Facebook. Talk. Just reach out. So it's more than just events and the fundraising and things like that. And also, you know, we do this weekly show called The Beat Now, which is an opportunity to share different breast cancer survivor stories. So the first 30 minutes of the show, we interview a breast cancer survivor. In the second half, we talk to a musician. And so we're sharing more and more of these stories, and they're all so very different. Two stories are the same. So it's another kind of a way to, you know, help the community of this country.
I think it's incredible. I love how you've taken your personal battle and turned it into a way of doing good and it's not just, I'm sorry, folks, it's not just for women. Guys, less than 1% of men get it. But I always preach to the boys, 1 in 8 women will get breast cancer. So if you have a mom, a sister, a wife, a girlfriend, an aunt, a grandma, just a girl that you got the hots for, that girl, they're one of those girls, they're going to get breast cancer. And yes, guys do get it too. So if you want to do some good, save the tatas, please donate some money, because I'm going to tell you, not just is Miss April a warrior, she's also one of the sexiest, hottest drummers I know, and she can beat the snot out of a drum set. So I am so glad you are out there doing this battle. And she had me from day one. I've been hooked in, and we are doing a lot of good. I hope you come out. And if you want some more information, please, when you're there, please ask us. We are more than delighted to inform you, tell you how you can get involved. You'll never believe how many people I have talked to just on the streets, you know, when they ask me about it, and I find out, oh, my sister had breast cancer, or my wife has it right now, or and when they find out about this, like, oh my Lord, I want to come out. I want to be a part of it. And it's a very easy conversation to have, because all of us, if we're here on this planet, we got a mom. All of us have a mom. So it's a real easy conversation to have with people. Don't be shy. And like I said, boys, you can get it too. There are some extremely famous gentlemen that have gotten it. They fought it and they've battled through. And man, it's doing good. You know, win for cancer. If it's breast cancer, fine. A win for cancer is a win for cancer, because that knowledge will fall over into other categories, and maybe because it's a nasty disease, one day maybe we can eliminate it completely. We hope from the face of the earth, and we're just doing our little part. And it's funny, I would be remiss if I did not say, you mentioned Miss Lori Peters. Oh, and she's a sweetheart. I love the fact that I've become friends with her. But another one that I have become friends with is Mr. Mike Bailey, who plays with Brett Michaels band. And I am very spoiled. I will tell you, we do a lot of good, but you know what the greatest part of all this is? Seeing the smile on the celebrities' faces as they come out and donate their time for free to help raise money, and they get to interact. And I'm going to tell you right now, they love to interact. They are very approachable. They're just the best people you could wish for. So I'm excited again. It's that time of year. You can tell it's State Fair in Texas time.
I know,
dude.
Than
that, it's Drummathon time.
Yes, that's right, man. Heck yeah, dude. Totally.
So before we get out of here, let's talk real quick. Let's give them all, because some of the people may have shown up late. If they did, shame on you. You should have been here.
Where were you?
But if you did miss it, let's give them another recap of where we are, what time, what day, what bat channel.
Yeah, well, first of all, so Rick Harrod and Jersey Goldman are going to be hosting your MCs for Drummathon 2021 coming up this Sunday, October the 3rd at Grandscape in the Colony. Show starts at 12, ends at 7 p.m. It is completely free, open to the public. Bring everybody out there. Bring your dog. Bring some camping chairs. Be sure to check out grandscape.com for details about what you can bring out there. Drummathon.org for all the information for that as well. This Sunday, October 3rd, 12 to 7 p.m. Grandscape in the Colony. Drummathon, dude! Yeah.
That is awesome. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. The time is here. The time is now.
I know, man. I'm excited too. It's always like when you get here, it's like, oh my God. It's like, it's just right around the corner and it's stressing me out, but I'm excited. I can't wait to see you.
So I got to ask, come Sunday night, are you going to finally sleep?
Man, I think sleep starts on the Tuesday after Drummathon.
Oh, that's right. You have so much decompression that you have to go through. So much stuff.
U-Hauls and trailers and cars and just.
Oh my Lord.
Back where they need to go. So yeah.
Miss April, thank you for coming on the show. I so appreciate it, and I am so excited. Like I said, I'm giddy. It's that time. We can tell fall is in the air.
Thank you, dude. I know, dude. I'm excited too. It's gonna be a great show, man. I'm gonna have so much fun.
And just so you guys know, I always have my nails painted. I think I'm going to go hot pink this year. Just so when you see me and I have hot pink nails, don't be shy. You come up and tell me that they look good. I'm doing them myself. It's okay.
Like I said, man, priorities. Those are good priorities for real.
Priorities. It's like, I don't even care if I do my hair that day, but as long as my nails look nice and pink, I will be happy. And what's funny is I didn't even have to challenge anybody like, hey, it's like, oh, I'm doing this. I've already gone and picked out my hot pink nail polish. So
you got it ready. Yeah, very good, dude.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. Miss April, thank you for being my guest. As always, it's always just a delight to have you on the show. We need to get together more. I know that, again, we've kind of been in lockdown with COVID, but it's great that we're coming out of this, and I'm excited. Yeah. This year's going to be electric. Electric.
Dude, thank you so much for everything you do for us, man.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. For those of you that are tuning in, you can obviously find us here on Facebook, but we're also on iHeart Radio. You can catch us on Spotify. You can catch us on YouTube. One of us is supposed to take care of our Twitter and, account, and maybe I Instagram, and you can also find us on a Roku channel, and we've got an Amazon Fire channel. So please follow us. We would love to get the word out there so you know where Drummathon is, because I do this every year. We talk about it. We promote it. We want to get you out. Please come out and see us again. We'll see you this Sunday. And you know what? I normally end this show by saying we will see you in the pit. This year, I'm going to say we will see you at Drummathon.
That's right, baby.